I think that Iran recognized that if it could get a path to a deployable nuclear capability, whether it's a rocket or whether it's a missile or even if it's a truck with a nuke in the trunk, they had options. 60% enrichment, they have options. I mean, that's a dirty bomb. They have options there. I mean, with just nuclear waste, they have options to cause real damage. But enriched military grade, sustainable kind of permanent state nuclear capability is a much higher level of enrichment than that. And that's arguably what they have in North Korea. Their deployability, their capability for actually putting it on a rocket and having the rocket hit where it's supposed to hit and not blow up on the launch pad is a little bit different. And for that reason, I think we have to take seriously the fact that if the United States wanted to demonstrate their power against the nuclear capable country, they could do it against North Korea. There's also this concept that our current military doctrine under Hegseth has applied that no other president has ever applied and no other Department of Defense, Department of War has applied. And that's this idea called burden sharing. According to the Department of War, their doctrine now is a doctrine of burden sharing, which means they will force the burden of a national security interest on American allies. An example is they go into Iran with a small naval force. They bomb Iran, knowing very well that Iran is going to spread the pain across our allies in the Middle East. To the United States Department of War, that is us, that is our allies, sharing the burden. If they want to be our allies, they have to do this. Same thing is happening with Ukraine and with Russia. If you want to counter Russia, you must share the burden with the United States. It also gives the United States now carte blanche to go anywhere it wants with a limited force, stir up a hornet's nest, and then let everybody else pay the price.
Well, in terms of the Middle East, it certainly was an effective move because, all of these 6 countries that Iran has now attacked in the past 48 hours are now very angry with Iran. So the burden sharing has gone from kind of like, this is a fight that we're not in to this is a fight we are in.
I don't think that anybody has taken any offensive actions against Iran except the United States and Israel.
But they're not happy with
They weren't happy before.
Oh, but the statements they've put out are some of the strongest that we've seen.
I mean, we've never even seen anything.
We've never
like that.
seen the Gulf states put out what they've basically, condemning Iran and holding it responsible. It's now any pretense that there was a rapprochement, there was some sort of a coming together is now shattered, and that's a setback for whatever's left of the Islamic Republic.
Huge setback.
The power that Iran has over the Middle East is a power of agriculture. All of the countries that we look at, all the oil Khaliji countries can't make their own food. Iran makes their food. So they've always had this weird relationship where they disagree with them politically, they disagree with them religiously, they disagree with them militarily, but they're still allies because of food. The United States has sanctions all over Russia, except in one area, space. We still cooperate with Russia. It's a carve-out because we don't want to lose their access to the space program.
Do you think we're closer to nuclear war now because of this action?
100%.
So you think this has moved us closer there?
100%. And I've got, there's proof of that all over the headlines today because France is deploying air-launched nuclear warheads. Air-launched nuclear warheads. That means small warheads that fit on the ends of airplane rockets. They're deploying them all over Europe. That means France is now taking its nuclear arsenal and spreading it across its European allies. The more nuclear proliferation, the more risk of nuclear war.
That's just as much a part of Ukraine and
that has nothing to do with Iran.
Why? Yeah.
That has nothing to do with Iran. It happened 2 days after Iran.
It has.